Thank you, my brother. We always do say we're brothers from another mother because I've lost my brother to death, you know. So to have a brother in my life that I can really call my brother, it's great, you know. We've walked this, we truly are brothers in so many ways, and so it shows the. Before I can get to proactive grieving, I talk about in our life in grief, we have collateral blessings and we have collateral damage. We have collateral grief. We go down the road every year when there's an anniversary date or there's a wedding or there's going to be a graduation, and if your child did not get to graduate or did not get married, you grieve that loss all over again in every way. This proactive grieving, you can see I've got the couple faces up there. I'm also an artist, and I do portraits of children, mostly children who have died for families. And I've also did a series of drawings called The Many Faces of Grief. 20 different images that represent different components of the grief journey. And I put them on the front here, turning loss to legacy. When we first have that face of shock, when the loved one in our life dies, whether we hear the news, we know it, it shocks us from head to soul. Then the peace that we can finally gain by turning our loss into legacy, embracing it. Up to my knees and start bawling 5 years down the road. And I said, I need you back in my life, Kelly. I can't live like this anymore. I can't live gray. I'm an artist. I can't paint. I can't write. I can't do anything. I'm just an automaton. I'm just functioning at work. And I can't live that way. I'd like to have joy. I like to sing. I like to do things. And I can't stay and live in this gray. So I said, Kelly, I'm bringing you back. I'm going to start a new relationship with you on a non-physical level. Because I had asked him for a sign, and he gave me one. So I know he survived death. So I wanted to come up with a new modality, a new model. And I call it stairs. And it's a simple model to remember. If you know in grief how gravity seems to increase when you're grieving, everything is heavier, you weigh everything on your shoulders, you get to the top of the stairwell and you have to take a breath. There's nothing seem to be anything physically wrong, but we grieve, our body grieves. Somatically, we call it. It's the somatic side of grieving. The whole body grieves, the body remembers. We grieve spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. It's all tied in together. So be intentional, be proactive. That's what proactive grieving is. It's taking the bull by the horns. And you have there's no time schedule. You can do it. You can sit on the couch for months, and that's okay. This is your grief. It's your journey. You can clean your child's room out if it's a child you have lost the next day, because that's what you need to do, and that's okay. You can keep a shrine in there for 20 years, and don't let anybody tell you that that's wrong. That's your way, and that's perfectly okay. That is your grief. That is your journey. Our loved one dies a second time when no one says their name. And I refuse to let that happen with my son. There is life after death on both sides of the equation, for us and for them. It's our charge to keep them alive in the world. It's their charge to enliven us and keep us ever present and feeling their joy, their heart within us. And you can all experience this if you just be open and ask. Thank you very much.